Bayev, it's lovely to get to speak with you today. Let's start off with the backdrop against which COP29 is taking place this year. The world is battling with several conflicts, from the brewing war in the Middle East to the Russia-Ukraine war as well. How are you expecting this to affect the upcoming conference of parties?
I think the COP29 in Azerbaijan, it's another one chance for all the countries to come together to discuss the climate agenda, and also I think that all other directions, all other problems in the world, it's also a chance to discuss here in Baku. That's why we will open the several platforms for the countries, for the parties, for international organizations to provide them with the necessary conditions to discuss all these issues. And Azerbaijan is ready to hold this leadership on these discussions.
And I know that the main goal for COP29 here in Baku is to push for a new agreement on funding for climate action. The previous agreement of $100 billion should have been achieved in 2020, but wasn't achieved until 2022. And I understand that here in Baku, you would like to make a call for a new funding agreement of at least $500 billion and preferably $1 trillion. What more can you tell me about this?
Again, in Baku and in the frame of the preparation for COP29, Azerbaijan and COP29 team, we call to all the countries to enable action, to enhance their ambition. And I think this COP in Baku will give another one chance for the countries to come to conclusion, to enhance the ambition. And I think the countries are very dedicated to have this agenda, to very seriously approach us in these discussions. And we work very closely with all international organizations, financial institutes, MDBs, countries, international organizations, and to bring all together. And I think in Baku we have very good chance to agree regarding the new collective quantified goal. Thank you.
And apart from funding for climate action, what else is of interest to Azerbaijan at COP29 this year?
You know, I think in Azerbaijan we will have a lot of chances to discuss other priorities, but I think the financial issues like the new finance goal, also discussions how to promote and to organize all necessary conditions for Article 6 approvals. Article 6, I think the good chance to bring the new sources of the finance as a private business to the carbon market. And I think these issues also will be on our agenda. But at the same time, you know, it's another one very important task for the country is how to make the operational loss and damage fund. I think it's another one big task for COP29. And very important also, it's again how to make this access for finance more simple. That's why the process of simplifying of the access of the recipients for the climate finance, it's another one very big discussions platform in Azerbaijan.
And I'd like to focus on Africa a bit now. As we know, Africa contributes the least to global emissions, yet we face the worst effects of climate change. In Nigeria and West Africa at large, we are battling with a number of issues, from coastal erosion and rising sea levels, flooding to desertification even further up north. And this is also causing climate migration to become an even more prevalent issue. Now, Nigeria has pledged to reduce emissions by 20% by 2030 and 47% with the help of climate financing. Yet we know that only about 2% of climate financing actually comes to Africa, according to the UNDP and the CPI. What are your thoughts on this?
You know, we had the very good chance to visit different African countries all these months, and vulnerability of the countries, the situation in the countries we face with all to have this information from the first hand. And you know, our target is to bring all these discussions at the COP29 to put the African countries' needs in the on the core front of the discussions. That's why in Azerbaijan in November we will have very good chance to invite all the countries to think how to assist the African and other countries, developing countries, to move on this climate agenda, to perform the mitigation and adaptation process, because now in our target is also to doubling the adaptation finance, which we need, I think, to provide this balance between the investment or finance for mitigation and adaptation.
Mr. Mukhtar Babayev, COP29 President and Minister of Ecology, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too, welcome. And we're waiting our guests from Africa to Azerbaijan. Thank you.